Hello Cancer and welcome to the Green Women Tarot. This is your reading for the next 2 weeks, which is from the 1st to the 15th of November 2021. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle. And this is a compendium of witches oracle that I'm using today to draw a couple of cards from, just to start your reading off with. So let's see what words of wisdom does the mysterious oracle have for Cancer for the 1st to the 15th of November 2021. What messages are here for Cancer for the next 2 weeks? What does Cancer need to know at this time? So let's just fan the deck out. Take that one and let's see what you get. Pruning. So it's time perhaps to be cutting something back in order to encourage growth in a more productive way, neatening things off. And you also have Cauldron. This is a card of creativity, of nurturing a creative project, and of sort of making something that is beneficial to you and those around you. So that's quite interesting. It's, like quite a creative period, but it also requires some discernment, some degree of cutting things out, or of discarding what you don't need. So it's, finding what you do need, what works with you now and what doesn't, and being prepared to do away with that, things that don't encourage further growth at this time. And then of course Cauldron, the ability to create an abundance. So let's see though where the rest of the reading takes you. So let's see what's on the cards for Cancer for the 1st to the 15th of November 2021. What messages are here for Cancer for the next 2 weeks? What does Cancer need to know at this time? And this is the Llewellyn Tarot that I'm using today to do a 5-card spread for you, Cancer, with the first card depicting you, where you are in your current situation. The second card showing what's brought you to where you are, what influences you in your position. And the third card highlighting any challenges you may face at this time, or your aspirations. With the fourth card showing you some guidance from divine energies as you move towards the final card, which may reveal your possible outcome to this time period. It'll show the energies that you're moving towards. So let's see what you get. Oh, look at that, the universe. This is a new beginning, a new phase starting, successful ending of something which launches you into a new phase, attainment really. And you have the Two of Pentacles on the one side and the Four of Cups being your challenge. And you have the Two of Swords in your guidance row with Caredwin, the priestess who has a cauldron here, as what you're moving towards. And at the bottom of the deck is the Emperor, who speaks of strategy, planning, discipline, of having taken something that may have once seemed barren and unfertile, and through dedicated effort and planning and work, really, have built up an empire. And the watchfulness, the carefulness that you need to apply to maintain that position. So there's the Emperor, all about strategy, planning, authority, control even. And where you are, as I say, there's a new beginning starting for you. You've reached a high point, a peak in something, and this opens up a new doorway for you into a new world, a new phase, a new way of being, and this is something to be embraced. The Two of Pentacles shows that despite, being in this high position, being in a point of new beginning that should be embraced and enjoyed, there's a lot of flux around you. There's a lot of turbulence going on around you. However, you are on steady ground. You've been able to maintain the balance in things in a practical way. And with your dexterity and your almost playful dedication to something, but with an air of playfulness, you keep on a solid grounding, and so that's a very good, it's a good energy to have. So it sort of depicts around you things are difficult, but you manage to keep the status quo. You manage to hold your own in this. And it brings you to a point of achievement. And you've got like two cards here of achievement and success. And your challenge, however, is not, sort of you must be careful not to miss an opportunity for a lack of enthusiasm. Perhaps you've reached a point where you may be tired, having attained something, you want to just sit back and relax, but too much complacency may mean you miss an opportunity to create. So it's about sort of looking around you, being aware of signs and nuances that could indicate a new avenue for you to take, something that brings this excitement into your life. Because often when we reach a high point, we could tend to stagnate in that. We could just sort of sit there and sit back and allow things to just gradually become a little bit stale. Your guidance sort of shows that where you are now, although it's a good point, you're at it brings a new choice, an impasse. There's a fork in the road for you, and you need to choose your way, which way to go. With Llewellyn here, the priestess, and next to the Two of Swords, it really hints towards using your intuition in this. You have the ability to feel your way forward in this instance. With the Two of Swords, it sort of shows someone who is blindfolded, and the reason why she's depicted that way is because she can't see further ahead. You can't see what's ahead, and in order to make your choice, to open things up for you, to find that clarity, you need to tap into your intuition. And if you're able to do that, it sort of brings you to a point of being able to be really creative. Here with the Cauldron and the Priestess, it sort of speaks of finding knowledge, finding that way forward, seeing the light. But with the Priestess, she's sort of like the guardian of knowledge. So it's sort of like getting through an initial stage, and in order to do that, with the pruning card, it sort of suggests you may need to clear things away a bit. Perhaps too much attainment could lead to a sense of apathy. And in order to find that creativity and work with it to continue to grow, you need to tap into your intuition, find that answer from within. So to sum up then, with a bit of juggling and sort of maintaining a sense of balance, you reach a point that is a new phase, a new beginning. And although you may be comfortable in that, feeling you want to just stay where you are and maintain that sense of control, if you do, you may miss out on an opportunity to create more, to go further, to really step into this new phase in a positive way. And your guidance suggests you sort of move forward, see that doorway, see that new potential through using your intuition. And you know, until you make a choice, until you find a path, choose a path to go down, you're pretty much stuck. If you're able to move forward, to find a direction, and this is something that may require taking down a bit of what you've built up. This is with the pruning card, and in, the positivity of that, it's not losing stuff that you've gained, it's just neatening things off, clearing the way for you to move forward. And you'll find that knowledge, that direction, that sense of growth again, that sense of creativity again, through your intuitiveness. So overall, it's a good energy, sort of just urging you to go further, and rather than sit where you are, even though you may feel in a comfortable position. There's decisions to be made. There is things to be neatened up, ties, loose ends to be tied up. And it sort of spurs you on to further creativity that you can take out to the world, to those around you, and benefit more than you would have thought initially. So there you have it, Cancer. More work for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and then have a good 2 weeks, and God bless you till we meet again.